Hey there, beautiful soul. Welcome to Unfiltered and Unashamed, the Ashley Reece podcast. I am your host, WBFF Pro, esthetician, nutrition coach, mama, and faith fueled entrepreneur. I am glad you're here. This is your safe space to grow stronger in body, bolder in business, and deeper in faith. Whether we're talking about fitness, family, nutrition, skincare, mindset, or building a brand with kingdom purpose, nothing's off limits here. We keep it real, raw, and rooted in the truth because showing up for your calling means being unfiltered in your story and unashamed of your light. So grab your greens, your grind, and maybe your Bible because we're about to glow up from the inside out. Hey everybody, it's Ashley Reese here with Unfiltered and Unashamed. I wanted to come to you guys because I really wanted to kind of play off the last podcast I did. Now that the show's over, like all the athletes are settling back in at home, going back into the real world, we have sometimes what they call the after show blues. And it kind of happens pretty much probably on any platform that you might be in, whether it is a show or you go away to a conference or you're on vacation, something that you're just like immersed in for a hot minute and then you come back and it's like, oh, life in the fast lane again, right? So it is a real thing. And it's hard because like you're going and you're just like really fixed into this one thing for like all like the whole year long, right? And then you come back home and it's like, I wanted to really talk about like what it's like to come down from that like stage high and like navigating the emotions and kind of refocusing and setting goals because this is where mindset really hits reality. You're locked in on a goal just like anything else. Could be a promotion, could be like something with your children. It could be just you in general with like a fitness goal or whatnot. But when you come back home, you kind of have to compartmentalize your thinking and just really like allow yourself to have some grace in different arenas, whether it's journaling, some private time, meditation, spiritual time, like in worship, just talking to the Lord, having some walks. Me, like I was out of pocket for a minute. Like this is Monday now, and so this is my first week really back to a normal routine. I came straight back from prep at the show to my kids starting school. Then my fiance had a procedure he had to get done. And so it was right into caretaker. And then like, I was like, how is my brain processing this? So I had to journal a lot. I spoke to some other athletes and they had very similar things. A lot of us kind of that are more communicative. We kind of nurture each other during that time. I personally know what I'm going to go through during this. So before I even left, I told my girlfriends, I said, hey, listen, I know I motivate you guys and I love to be the cheerleader. It's just my natural personality. I said, and this is what friends are for, right? And this is also why you need a good, solid village around you. But I said, hey, guys, I'm about to go through a lot. And I might have some weak moments, and me just knowing that you're holding space for me is going to mean a lot for me. Like, even if I'm just voice messaging you, venting or whatever, and you can just to hear their voice, because it's a lot. And as a mom, you come back and your kids are going to school. Now I've got one that's a sixth grader, one that's a 10th grader. I mean, those are big grades, making sure they're all their school supplies are met, all the first of the year things are done. And there's tons of meetings and school supplies and all the things. We were trying to get as much of that done before the show that we could because I knew that it was going to come back to a little bit of chaos. But as long as it's a little bit of controlled chaos, we got to focus on what we can control, right? So I found myself really just reaching out with others. I heal through helping others. That's just kind of like my gift. It doesn't take much energy. People are like, oh, I don't want to trouble you. No, if I'm reaching out to you, my spirit is checking on your spirit. Like it's just who I am. So there was a couple of athletes I connected with at the show. It was a really great experience. I mean, Allison Dillett and Paul, they really do a great job with the WBFF World shows. Each year, like it just gets better. I mean, just in all. Like we had designers there this year during the intermission show. They outfit like Katy Perry and some of the other like different superstars or, what are they, celebrities, stylist kind of thing. It was really great to see like different athletes like be chosen to walk in that too, which was really great. It was the building that it was in, amazing. This old bank, super great scenery, so couture. That's all I have to say about that. It's just beautiful. I really have to lean a lot on my faith, my discipline, and you want to give grace in your transition. So I allowed myself to spend time with myself, take walks, filter my thoughts. Like women, we really filter and communicate by healing, or we heal by communication, I should say. So when we communicate with each other, we're really already know what we need to know, but it's just us filtering the thoughts out with somebody else and just feeling like if someone's there with you or whatnot. So it's very, very helpful. There is a reverse diet that you kind of have to do because we are dehydrated and dieted down so much. And then the reverse of it is a whole thing. So you really have to make sure you kind of stay on your game, but you're kind of used to it from the protocol. Some people are not, when I guess as disciplined, and they might want to splurge and they kind of go off the rails and just eat bad for a whole long time. But you learn if it's more of something you're doing more frequently, that's just going to send you, as much as you want to get it off your body, you know that the time and effort it takes to do that. So you don't really want, like, I always give myself some grace. Like, obviously you're not going to be as strict as you were leading up to it. It's so nice to drink water. Oh my gosh, so nice to drink water. But anyhow, just navigating the emotions, because you will feel almost like muy mal. I mean, you're all high and jacked up, but then you're like, I miss it, or take me back, you know? By that time is when the photos from the show come in, which make you feel that little high again. And then there'll be some more posting and sharing. And really, as a competitor, I'm already kind of gearing up for the next one and the next goal, right? So the next show will be next year, obviously, but I have a wedding to be thinking about. So we're really shifting to my focus and doing some things like that, getting some other business and other things that I have kind of put off to the side and put them in the front and foremost in a order of priority. Now, I do want to I know I just touched on that, but it's really, really important for prayer. I mean, I'm so divinely connected to Lord Jesus that he knows me so well, and my kids are coming back home tomorrow, so I'll be really refreshed to have them, and we can really have that reflective time. And I think also when the athletes go back to their families, go back to their home communities, they get to share, because they are part of something so big. And in that moment, you're so consumed, but then you go home and you're still part of someone big because you win by just going, in a sense, because everybody's so happy when you come back because you still did something that was so amazingly extravagant. I mean, kudos to all the athletes. It was an amazing show. Top 1% totally. I mean, I was thankful to place third in the fitness division in the 35 plus, and I was thankful for it. We're always evaluating what we can do better next time. We're always reevaluating what we can do better for the next year. So, with that said, I kind of wanted to share a little bit of what my next couple of episodes are going to be about, because we're going to be changing it up a little bit. I'm taking you guys on this journey with me, whether it's in front of professionals that I'm interviewing, whatever life occurrences coming up in my life, like sunshine in your pocket, here I am. So with the next couple episodes, this is what you can kind of be thinking about, right? So I'm going to talk about the total body package. So we're shifting into wellness, beauty, and skincare. Those are the topics that we're going to be going over, because I want to talk about your skin post-show, how nutrition plus skincare intertwine, and the ins and outside connection, because what you eat really reflects on what you like, the way your skin looks. There's different parts of your face that actually reflect what you eat, what you put into it. So, and that's reason I got into nutrition more so to help my clients, because I could topically treat them all day long, but if they're eating bad and making not good decisions at home and their skin is reacting poorly to it, like it's not a good fit. So I want to share with you guys different tricks to it and some different things that I use and different ways to navigate through beauty and skincare as well as nutrition. And a lot of that is going to be ingredient labels. And I'm going to teach you about that and some certifications of that what's in the product is actually in it. And I will also going to do a follow-up episode to that with some skincare angles of I'm going to kind of help educate you guys on over-the-counter versus professional products. That is a big thing. And this is a big niche nowadays, guys, because what I am seeing is that so many people catch on to fads. And I'm a big fact checker, and I've been in this long enough to understand that. So I'm a shepherd, not a sheep. I don't waver when it comes to all these new things that are popping out. Some new things are great. We are always taught new things that are great. But what I have seen with certain brands and certain companies is the ingredients stay the same and the names change, right? It's called rebranding. Because then it's the new, and then you see these young kids put it on TikTok or Instagram, and then everybody's got to have it. And now you're being a sheep led by false propaganda because you guys don't know what's in it. These kids don't necessarily know what's in it. They're just doing what they saw because they have all the time in the day to look at that. So I'm really going to help you guys understand that the difference between professional products, where it's like, you have to be certified in it. They're higher level of concentrated of active ingredients, whereas over the counter, don't have any certification, sent out to the masses. There's going to be no contraindications because the active ingredients is so low that makes it like a treat and correct. Because they could not have any liabilities like that on hand. So I'm also going to show you why professional lines deliver different results than drugstores, and I may talk about some different professional lines that I do like. Again, those are just my personal preference. Does not mean that you guys to each their own. This is just my journey. I'm just sharing it with you guys. I love to educate on ingredients, what it does to the skin, so then you guys can be empowered to make your best decision. I always tell people, I'm not selling you anything, I'm just educating you, and you can make your best educated guess. But if I'm using it, it's good because I'm not just going to put anything on my skin unless I know it's good. Same thing as I'm not going to put just anything in my body, right? Because this is our temple and we want to put the best in it. So I'm going to also educate you guys on where it's okay to save and where it's worth investing on some different skincare regimens and products. I'll also talk about seasonal skin prep. So transitioning from the summer skin to the fall winter care is going to be really nice. You have to use extra, in the summertime it's more SPFs and stuff. And the fall is when we do a lot of the resurfacing treatments. You're not normally in the sun as much. You can put a lot of serum. A lot of the transformation happens in the fall. I really love that. That's when us estheticians can really beef up a lot of our stuff. Now, we do have people that totally take it during the summer because as long as you are smart about your sun, we're game. But last and foremost, where nutrition and skin health and how like Juice Plus and Whole Food Nutrition support really help the glowing skin. When I find things that have clinical research, NSF approval, kosher approval, the US Olympians are using it, and it has 3 health studies, like I think it's 3, maybe even 4 now, about oxidative stress in the skin, free radical damage, no turnover. We want those things to be helped out. We have research showing that certain fruits and vegetables putting into the body help that carry along. It's like the phyto and macronutrition. It's amazing. And so I'm going to share those things to you. And so hopefully it adds to your regimen and to your knowledge. And I just want to help you guys grow and glow to the next level. So I'm really excited about this. We're going to have some really fun giveaways and some different little fun courses that we're going to have coming up that I think you guys are going to be really excited about. So stay tuned to Unfiltered and Unashamed, because this is where we're always moving and grooving, and you never know what's going to be our next hot topic. So message me if you want anything that you're kind of trying to navigate. I would love to get some new challenges going out there, and stay tuned for what's next. Thanks for tuning in to Unfiltered and Unashamed, the Ashley Reece podcast. If today spoke to your spirit, your hustle, or your healing, share it with a sister. Leave a review or tag me on Instagram at Ashley_SEA7. Remember, your story matters. Your glow up is holy, and the world needs more women who are rooted in truth, rising in power, and unashamed to shine. Until next time, stay strong, stay soulful, and keep walking in purpose.